What's up, guys? I'm going live because I need to get something off my chest, and I do have a point of making this video. And even though I just came from church, but there are some things in Hollywood that make me will make me question their ways in terms of films and political nonsense that was never needed in the first place. So, first of all, if you guys are new, if not, thank you for tuning in. Because I got a lot of things I need to talk about. And I'm not going to be, ranting like I did before. I got to cut that out. I'm not going to go all anti-SJW and feminist and nonsense. I'm trying to remember what my boy Steve, Stephen, aka Video Game Lover 58, told me. So I got to be careful what I say, but I don't want to come off as homophobic. But there are some things that are gonna come out of my mouth that I'm gonna have to say, because I'm not gonna backtrack for what I'm saying. So hold on. All right. So yesterday or the day before, I heard something about the Marvel Phase 4, about every single film that's going to be coming out 2020 or 2021 or 2022. I like some stuff that they're trying to do, but there are some things that make me question, the MCU and their tactics and stuff. And I'm just gonna come out and say it. I do not like Marvel anymore as of right now because of what they're doing. I feel like 9 times out of 10 the SJWs are and feminists in Hollywood are trying to do everything they can to turn a popular character into a fruity one. Brandon, what's up? As I was looking, oh sorry, he's trying to make me. I just go like that's all. Okay. Hey. Alright. Let me make sure my phone charged, because I ain't bring my charging window, but it's okay. So, getting back to what I was saying about the MCU, and I noticed that the panel at Marvel Phase 4 at San Diego Comic-Con a few days ago, and like I said, I've noticed some movies that they're going to be coming out with the Fantastic Four and the X-Men. I think those movies that I care about, because the X-Men movies have been through ups and downs, especially when it comes to Fox. There have been some decent X-Men films. Like, I think the first 2 X-Men movies were good. I heard Days of Future Past was good. The Wolverine was great. That's one of my all-time favorite Marvel films. Hugh Jackman did an amazing job as Wolverine, and I like the visual effects of it though. Feels like it came right out of a comic book, sort of say. Then that's when things were going back downhill. X-Men Apocalypse. That movie was terrible. I heard Olivia Munn pretty much regretted playing Psylocke when she was in the X-Men movie. I heard that she should have chose another franchise to play some type of to play some type of um, character, something like that. Yeah, the first two Blade movies were pretty good. I like that, especially the first one. I mean, Wesley Snipes. He kind of, Blade kind of reminded me of Blades from Eternal Champions, the Sega Genesis fighting game that y'all know I'm talking about. There was a character named Blades who reminded me of Wesley Snipes and my Uncle Frank, because you know how the brothers were the fade haircut and the afros on top. Like y'all know what I'm talking about, right? So that right there is what it kind of reminded me of, and I mean Blade is one of my favorite characters. So and the actor who was playing Blaze, I don't know his name, but I just don't see him as Blaze. I mean, as Blade. I'm sorry, I see Blaze. I'm thinking Eternal Champions, but I don't see him as Blade because I don't know if he knows martial arts or not. I know Wesley Snipes is way too old to be playing a character, but we'll see how it goes out. So, somebody says, I heard they're ruining the new X-Men. Not materially, but I think Fox is the one that ruined the X-Men. But X-Men Dark Phoenix was the one that did it for everybody because of Jennifer. Hey, what? Jessica. So hold on, I have to look it up. I know I'm not tripping. Cause I forgot the broad's name who played the girl from the Hunger Games series. Screw it, I don't know. But she is a feminist as well, which I didn't even realize. Because I knew something was wrong with the X-Men Dark Phoenix movie when they played a clip on YouTube of her confronting Professor. And I made a video about that way back when. Because I wasn't the only one that was a furious at the... Come on, man. Don't do this. I wasn't the only one that was really upset about this because... Number one, Professor Xavier is handicapped. He's disabled. He can't move around physically. He can't do anything, by hand. He can only move around with a machine in his body. He can only do things by using his mind. So, I don't know why, Mystique came off as an SJW, but I can tell that broad who played that girl from the Hunger Games series. I keep forgetting her name. I don't know if it was Jessica or Jennifer. I don't know. But if somebody could please tell me who's that chick's name from the Hunger Games that played Mystique in the X-Men First Class movie. Comment down below because I would like to know. And her actress, I forgot, I come to find out her actress is a feminist as well. Trying to bring attention to women's rights. No, not that, but I'm just, what I'm talking about. So, I think the X-Men, Logan was good. I heard that movie was good. Um, Now I feel like nowadays they're just turning the whole MCU into an SJW nonsense. Like they're treating it as a joke. And Brie Larson, she's a terrible celebrity. I mean, a terrible celebrity. She's a joke. Uh, I don't like her attitude. She's ugly. She's unattractive, and she ain't got no booty. No, then she called herself try to put her own politics into her movies and stuff. And once again, you're trying to make us care by shoving politics into our throats. And what I don't like about what she did was telling everybody that, this movie is not for you. Because I don't think the MCU hired her to promote her movie like that. She probably did it to herself. Did that for herself. I know, Brandon. Like I said, man. I mean, if y'all are new to my channel, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram if you must. And I know I don't normally put my Instagram in the description box, so you guys can go check me out on social media. So Captain Marvel was a mistake. I don't know why it was made. Because idiots out there, aka the Brie bots, they will attack anything, anybody of any race who have a negative thing to say about Brie Larson and her toxic fan base. The people who have opinions are going to be chopped off left and right. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, man. This is just Platts, though. I finally got this sucker done. I was tired of wearing the afro. I don't know when I'm gonna get my the next time I'm gonna get my hair done. I'll probably get some braids or whatever though, but because I'm trying to grow my hair back. You can forget about me getting dressed. I tried that, but look, if I do get dressed, man, I'll probably get it my way. I'll probably get it mine as full. I don't want my hair to be all separate, because I don't want people to think I'm coolio, none of that. So getting back to on topic, my bad, y'all. So the only reason why Captain Marvel made money because Disney themselves are trying to protect the film from failing. No, they're trying to protect this movie because of the so-called trolls and the people who have the right opinions on it that don't like politics and SJWs being put into every single film that comes out. Even that movie was 100% woke. And I've seen a whole lot of YouTubers react to this, and they had some ton of issues with it. And when Captain Marvel was seen reading a newspaper, the guy was just being a guy, and she just straight up assaults him, almost breaking half of his knuckles and everything. So, what I don't like about this movie with the clip is that you're not only promoting bad behavior, but you're teaching, these young girls that it's okay to beat up and insult guys. Like, that's not what a role model is. A role model is a person who makes a difference in his or her community by inspiring people to do whatever they want to do in life and spreading positive message. That's a role model, and to me, that's what role model is. Not this crap that Marvel has been putting out. That Thor movie, that Jane Foster as the female Thor is kind of a bad idea. Because like I said, I have no idea about this character. I don't read comics, but only way I found out some information about her is the history of the characters. That's how I basically know some stuff about her. But I think nowadays every single MCU movie has to be woke. I feel like can nothing be original, can nothing stay the same. Everything has to be women this, women that, in your face type of, representation. Like, I don't care about it. I don't like it. And I don't accept it. So you can try to convince us to care about this product all you want, but at the end of the day, a lot of us have a right to not see this garbage. And so, and the worst part about this is that Tom Holland's Spider-Man franchise. I liked the first movie, but it wasn't the best. It had some issues, but I heard, I heard a whole lot of people liked the second movie. Tom Holland is the best Peter Parker, you know. But what this dude just said that really made me upset as a Spider-Man fan. Tom Holland says that in an interview that he's open to have a gay Spider-Man. If that isn't insulting enough, you don't know what's coming next for what I'm about to say. I think Stan Lee is basically turning over his grave because what the public opinion in this corporate seller of a company, is doing to our franchise. So you're basically telling me that everything has to be SJW woke? Like, that's kind of annoying to say the least. I love Spider-Man. He's one of my all-time favorite characters of the Marvel franchise. But the fact that Tom Holland's saying he wants a woke Spider-Man, that ain't gonna happen. I just don't see Peter Parker, as gay. I'm sorry. I just don't see him like that. And I don't want him to be like that. And so the new Thor movie, I think that broad, I don't know what was her character in the new Thor movie. I think she's a SJW as well. Her, Brie Larson, and the rest of these SJW Hollywood actresses who not only want everything to have a representation, but to be woke, just to spread a message. I don't like what I'm seeing because it's like they're just throwing everything out of the window and try to change everything that they see fit and try to make us care about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like they're just ignoring, what Stan Lee has created. And I truly don't think SJWs and politicians or politics don't know nothing about the comic book series or the franchise for that matter. They know nothing about these characters except how they want to change their genders, their race, and politics and make them out to be something that they're not. So I think Shang-Chi, what's the name of the MCU movie that's going to be coming out? Because Um, oh, I think Shang-Chi. Yeah, Shang-Chi is the new Marvel movie that Disney, aka the worst company in the world, that are going to be making or are going to be coming out with very soon. Um, I hope that they cast somebody with martial arts experience, not just some actor based on looks. I want somebody to cast somebody with like real good martial arts experience, because we haven't had that since the 90s and the late 80s when it comes to the martial arts B movies that were made from Hong Kong. If you could somehow do stuff like that in the Shang-Chi movie, think of it as $1 million. Because I would have loved to see that happen if they do it right. So, some way, somehow, the MCU got some stuff right that I want to look forward to. But I do have my concerns as well if this movie is going to end up becoming more woke than I don't want to see. Because I feel like Brie Larson is the true cancer of the MCU, because I feel like each time when Marvel is going to be making a movie, not only that she's going to get her hands on it, but she's going to end up ruining everything. Try to get everything to be woke. And I'm not fond of that at all. Her and Kevin Feige are the worst. And yeah, it's just ridiculous. The Marvel, but the X-Men and the Fantastic Four are the only two films that I'm interested in, because the first two Fantastic Four films from '05 and '07 were garbage, were boring. It did not feel like a comic book movie at all. Kind of felt like Fox just did whatever they wanted to do and not put enough care, hard work, and effort into any movie that comes out, and just said F you to the fans that you're not going to get how you want it. And so it's like they're just ignoring some of the comic book elements and make it into their own thing and make it not, unrecognizable. And I didn't really look like how the Silver Surfer looked. I'm interested in the X-Men reboot because they're probably saying screw Fox. They'll keep some of the stuff. Some of the X-Men movies, and somehow they're gonna try to correct some of the X-Men mistakes. And I wouldn't mind if they would have casted a Wolverine and probably just use the costume from the comics from way back when. The black stripes, the yellow costumes, and the blue gloves, and the claw blade. The classic Wolverine costume that is the most iconic one. And I've also wouldn't mind see the burgundy, orange, brown Wolverine. I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing that costume to be put in the MCU. Because if they do something like that, I will bet you every. But yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing the all the characters. Yeah, I don't mind seeing those type of costumes in the MCU, because like I said, if you do stuff like that in the MCU, well, if you use those costumes in the X-Men movies on Fantastic Four 2015, man. Oh yeah, I heard about the thing. They made him look so bad. They made the whole cast look terrible. I mean, I have no problem with Michael B. Jordan playing Johnny Storm, the Human Torch, but his character in the movie just looked bad. The whole movie was just bad from left and right, and I can see why it was a disaster. You see, Fox has a history of making horrible MCU films that are not faithful to the source material. Can you imagine if Disney were to make a Fantastic Four movie? I would lose my... Well, I can't curse, but you guys know what I'm talking about. I would lose my mind if I would have just seen... the Thing look like the Thing of how good the CGI is going to look. The Human Torch, Invisible Woman, and Mr. Fantastic. And I would have lost it if I saw something like that in the MCU. Because Spider-Man in the MCU looked good, but I'm hearing rumors that it's going to be going back to Sony. Because it's not going to be, staying in Disney no time soon. So, yeah. And so let's get into some positives. There have been some decent decent Marvel movies, like the X-Men movies. Some of them are good, and some Avengers movie. I kind of like the Avengers franchise because you can tell they stuck with the source material, and I like it. Iron Man movies, Captain America films. I noticed that they are going to be making the Falcon movie, which is good because if y'all don't know, the Falcon was black back in the old school comics of Captain America when he teamed up with them. So it kind of makes sense, Now on to DC. Not where I'm from, but DC Comics. So, you guys know that DC Comics is the franchise, right? Not just for the comics, but it's basically known for its controversies when it comes to politics and all sense. DC has made some good movies, some decent ones. The first one was the Superman movie. The first two, the third one was a tragedy. Then came Tim Burton's Batman, 1989. I love the first movie. I like that Batman. Batman 2 of 1982 was good with Catwoman. She was incredible. Batman Forever back in 95 was decent. It wasn't the best. Batman Robin was terrible. It was campy. It was cheesy. It was not good. Then I think Christopher Reeves actually played Batman well in the Batman Begins. Yes, I will. I will be streaming on Raw. So basically, the Batman Begins movie was good. It was dark. It was gritty. It was anything that Batman was in the comics, and they actually got it right. Warner Brothers actually got it right. Then he went on to make more Batman movies. Batman: The Dark Knight. I heard that movie was fantastic, along with the Joker. Then came the Superman movie, The Return of Superman in 2000. No, Superman Returns in 2006. That was one of the worst movies I've ever watched. It was boring, it was terrible, and it sucked. Um, and did not have any action. It was garbage. Man of Steel, I heard that movie was garbage. You know what I mean? Look, if Tyrone Madness, likes the movie, more power to him. But me, I just didn't like it. You know. Then everything just went downhill from there. Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice was not a good movie. And I feel like they basically missed a whole lot of things from Frank Miller's comics. And it just felt stupid and needed. And unneeded. I mean, Gal Gadot did a good job as Wonder Woman until she got her own spinoff 2 years later, which if Wonder Woman would have been on demand for free, I would have loved to watch the movie straight up. So that movie sucked. Wonder Woman was good. Then they came out with some more trash movies. This is when DC was going downhill fast. The Suicide Squad was a mess. I didn't really understand it. I didn't understand its characters. It just didn't make any sense whatsoever. And the Justice League, it had potential, but it failed. I don't know if Michael B. Jordan would fit the role of Static Shock. Static Shock was a teenager on the show. It was his own original character. Because, Static Shock wasn't really made in the comics way back in the 50s or the 60s or the 70s for that matter. It came out in early 2000s. It wasn't made in the 90s. It came out in 2000s. It was created in 2000s. And when I first seen the show, I didn't really understood the character was about. I thought it was, in my mind back then, I was thinking it was made in the 60s and the 80s or something like that. That's how my mind was at the time. So the Justice League movie failed big time, and it fell flat on its face. I just think that Warner Brothers just didn't care anymore about these movies, though. And then you got some issues with Ben Affleck coming back as Batman. If he is or is he not? Like, if that dude don't make up his mind if he wants to play Batman again, make it up. So it's been confirmed that he's not going to be playing Batman in any DCEU films. So I think it's kind of bizarre that you have one celebrity that can't even make up his mind either you're gonna play or you're not. So basically, he's not playing Batman in the movie. So in 2018, they're basically stepping up their game with the Aquaman movie. And I heard that it's one of the first good films that came out of DC. But I heard it turned some people off because of some issues, some errors and all that. When you think about it, it made a whole lot of money. So, and I've seen the Wonder Woman 1984 poster by Gal Gadot. She looked beautiful. She looked fantastic, and I love it. So if they were to show a trailer of that second movie that she's in, I don't know if I'm going to be doing my reactions to that trailer because of the claims and copyright claims of these film companies. It's getting hard to do these reaction videos nowadays without getting copyright claim. But when we do stuff like that, they're making money off of us. We're not making money off of our videos. Basically. So, and now I made a video on it. Black Mask is being gay. I don't know what's going on with DC right now, because I feel like Hollywood is so full of SJWs, and they're basically they want to shove it into our throats, and they want to just push the agenda, political agenda, into comics, movies, and video games and stuff. And you wonder why DC is the way it is right now, because of its nonsense. Political agendas were not needed in any of the films at all. And you know what? It's downright sad, you know what I'm saying? And we had one straight character, and then you turn him into a fruity pebble. You know, I don't have a problem with the gay people though, but I just hate when Hollywood, especially feminists or feminisms, female feminists, male feminists, trying to turn a straight character into try to turn a straight character, you know, into a woke. I mean, it is just sad to see how Marvel and DC come to these days, because I just don't think they don't know how to stay close to the source material, and it's really sad to look at it like that. But it is what it is. I mean, it is really embarrassing to, you know, see a company franchise from both Marvel and DC turn into a complete joke. And it's really sad. It really is. I love Spider-Man and them, but I don't love the company. I just think it's not like what it used to be. Both Marvel and DC. So, you're trying to say that any movie has to be woke and you want us to support everything of it. No, we don't. So, in my mind, we have the right to pump the brakes and just say, stop. What are you doing? And I truly don't think they see that. So, listen. The only way for us to be able to start watching these movies again is if they stop putting politics in movies. Because I surely don't think that they're going to end up doing that anytime soon. Basically. So, and that is my honest thoughts on why Marvel and DC are not like what it used to be. And one more thing I have to mention before I leave the stream. Hollywood seems to be on a woke trip. Every movie that comes out, it has to be woke. And it's ridiculous. And I don't like it. So, Terminator Dark Fate looks like an SJW film because of the female with the haircuts and stuff. I just don't like it. The first two Terminators from 84, 91 were great. But the rest of the film franchise went downhill from there. So, I would like to know, what are your thoughts on the MCU and the DCEU? Do you think Hollywood is ruining the franchise, especially the SJWs in politics. It's being ruined by them. Or you're just going to say, screw it, you're not going to watch any MCU film if it's going to be woke. I would love to hear your thoughts. I mean, Steven, please don't kill me for this video, because I'm trying my best not to be anti-SJW, but I'm against SJWs and I'm against politics. You know, I am. I just don't want this whole 2019 to be the year of the wokeness. But it's unfortunately, it already is. So if y'all enjoy my edition of Let's Talk, hit the subscribe button, get this live stream likes, and follow me on Instagram and click the bell. So be a part of the DH Army. Till then, DHR2, much love.